Welcome back to Mock the Mock, where we take a look at someone else's mock draft, and I'm mocking, giving you my views, thoughts, and opinions. And we haven't done one of these in quite a bit because I did the 7-round mock. It's a lot of work. By the way, some things coming to the channel. Tomorrow you will get that sleepers video. As well as Saturday, me and Alex from Hail Mary Sports, we're getting together to do another 3-round mock, just experimenting with different possibilities. As well as next week, you're going to see me, a collab between me and the franchise guy. And you could always catch me. I'll be being on the Krug show for, well, up until the draft. We're just talking draft on there. So you could check me out on there. We will do a walk the mock tomorrow. Plan was to do one today, but I'm doing a lot of finishing up on my draft board as we will prepare to get final prospect rankings out to you. And it's going to have more details than anything. It's going to be great. So a few things happening to the channel. By the way, what's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy Broshmo, just in case you did not know. So go ahead, become a bro and subscribe. Leave this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let's have that nice, beautiful football discourse. Let's take a swig. Mike Tannenbaum, former NFL GM and exec, he put out a mock, and I think this is very interesting, especially if you're going you're going to be seeing different mocks from me, like predictive mocks or what I would do, experimenting with where teams can, necessarily what possibilities teams can go with. What are the possibilities, and obviously what are the rumors saying. So I like this. I like looking at other people's perspectives. It helps us open up our mind and get to think maybe where these prospects may or may not land. So let's go ahead, get into the nitty gritty. Jacksonville Jaguars, Aiden Hutchinson. That's the rumor. Everyone's talking about it. Listen, if you're not mocking Aiden Hutchinson to the Jags, then either you got some inside knowledge going there, or you honestly believe that they're just going somewhere else, I suppose. But for all intents and purposes, based on the moves they made through free agency, it does feel like perhaps this is Aiden Hutchinson, which I won't blame him. He's the top guy on a lot of people's boards. Detroit, though, holy moly, it's Jeffrey Okudah all over again. They're going with Ahmad Gardner. They are lost in the sauce. They're lost in the sauce. How do I feel about this pick? Does it feel early? Yes, it does feel a bit early, but if you're Detroit, you're kind of hoping to trade down anyway out of this pick. Perhaps Kyle Hamilton really seems like a potential long shot. Oh, look, I got a cameo from our boy Gojo. He's a Chiefs fan. Don't know why you're jumping here with Detroit's pick, man. You heard Detroit, you must have thought this was the 32nd pick. No, this is the second pick. We just started recording, my friend. But I gotta put okay, he took my headset with me. But yeah, he's the mascot of the channel. Got another dog, Akila, but she doesn't really care too much. So she likes to chill. You may have seen her in a couple of videos, but it's really Gojo that is an attention hog. But think about this. So Kyle Hamilton, the way he's running, safety value, you gotta think maybe that's not the pick. I think right now Travon Walker is the odds-on favorite. I don't think you can discount KT, and it'd also be interesting maybe if they want to go with offensive line. Why not? I don't think that's off the board either, but I think it would be popular for them. I think it would be better for them maybe to trade down. Quarterbacks in this class as well. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be interesting to see where they may or may not go, but I'm curious how quarterbacks fall in this draft, but Sauce Gardner, I understand it. I get it. I get that he's probably cornerback one for a lot of people, given some of the concerns with Stingley. This one just feels a bit rich. Let's see what he does for the Houston Texans. Are you tired of spending $80 to $100 on your favorite team's jerseys just to watch those players go to greener pastures? Then check out Team Jersey Pros. They do custom-made shirts, jerseys, and hoodies. And with promo code Broshmo, all caps, you get 10% off that order. You can get some fine drip for only $30 to $60, depending on how you want to customize it. You can go with a football jersey, basketball jersey. I personally went with a baseball jersey. Even got the logo there. It just looks nice. It's one of the best ways to support the channel. Don't forget promo code Broshmo, all caps. Gets you that 10% off. But anyway, back to the video. He goes, okay, Kyle Hamilton. He's like, yeah, I'm not worried about it. Some people are worried about the combine time, which was at 4.59. He ran a 4.56 at his pro day, and then he lost. Like, they were having him run drills, and he lost to a speedy receiver. But in what scenario are you putting Kyle Hamilton on an island? Like, straight the heck up. Trust the tape with this guy. Be like, oh, he's not fast. Like, go back to the Florida State game. We've seen the range. This guy reacts well. He's instinctual, and he's quick in his processing. This guy, he can be rangy. Like, he's explosive. He may not be, like, when it comes to speed, like, high end, but a lot of times he's getting out of the blocks and on his way to the ball a lot quicker than maybe some faster safeties would. Now, Texans, I would rather hit maybe a more valuable position, whether that's edge, whether that's tackle. But if they think Kyle Hamilton's the guy, then I'm not going to front. This team's not in a win-now scenario anyway. Garrett Wilson going to the Jets here. And this is the weird thing, because like, I would love to have Garrett Wilson if I'm the Jets. Quite frankly, I don't think he makes it to 10. So do you just like bite the bullet, take him here at 4, or do you try to maybe trade up? I think the Panthers likely team that wants to trade down, and I think you're looking at that Atlanta pick. Like, if we want to take a Garrett Wilson, why risk Atlanta taking him? We're gonna have to move ahead of that team. The Panthers look like a spot, so I might big brain that. I don't think he does trades in this, so it kind of stuck with what you're stuck with. But Garrett Wilson to the Jets, I love the fit. I love Garrett Wilson. I kind of came out and said it, buddy. Gojo's licking my shoes now. It's like, don't do that, bud. It's going to take it outside. But Kilo would. Gojo's the type to bring something back in after he tears it apart. But I love Garrett Wilson, man. He's a better blocker than I think people give him credit for, because a lot of the gripe on him is his physicality. I would say his physicality more so throughout the route and at the catch point. Though I think he does a good job at using his hands when he's like being forced towards the sideline. Like, I think he is the top receiver without a shadow of a doubt. Spoiler, he's probably going to be wide receiver 1 for me. So I don't mind this, knowing this is probably without trades. But if I'm going to include trades, then I'm going to try to make a trade up to that 6th spot to ensure I get a Garrett Wilson. Because I really think, hey, you need to give your boy Zach Wilson weapons. And we saw that they were in on Tyreek Hill. Rumor is they're also in on DJ Metcalf, but I feel like Seattle, like, the guy you're trading is probably Lockett. I don't think you're trading Metcalf. That's a guy you want for the future of your franchise. But yeah, I like it. Feels rich, yes, but I understand. Evan Neal going to the New York Giants makes all the sense in the world, and he can play right tackle. He's played both tackle spots. And then here comes the Carolina Panthers. Kenny Pickett. Listen, this is the hot rumor. Is it smoke? Potentially. But the rumor is the Panthers love Kenny Pickett. Matt Rule loves Kenny Pickett. He's a guy that they think could probably immediately challenge and probably overtake Sam Darnold, which shouldn't be too hard. Or this pick maybe comes down to, excuse me. Got the hiccups. To best player available, which would probably be one of the tackles, whether that's a Chem, Charles Cross, maybe one of the two. But as he puts here, it's a consequential year for Matt Rule. They need to start putting together wins. Pickett, he might not have the ceiling, but the floor might be steady, even if he's a guy that flirts with being a top 10 quarterback and never an elite quarterback, because I think that's what he's maybe kind of going to be. So I get it. I mean, I may not like it. I think this is more predictive. Shoot, some people have Kenny Pickett QB1. I have my issues. The New York Giants are going KT, Kayvon Thibodeau. I don't think he falls past here at 7. If he's available at 7, I'm taking him in a heartbeat. I love KT. The dude is good. Pass rush, a big issue for the Giants. So them addressing tackle, pass rush makes all the sense in the world. Sauce Gardner not being available here, I think that with the James Bradbury situation, makes sense to go Sauce as well. But KT, I love it. All right, let's see what Atlanta does for this pick. It's in fact receiver. It's Drake London. So Drake London, he's kind of like... he is that big body receiver, huge catch race. A lot of people kind of like are scared about, oh, this guy can't separate worth crap. Listen, if you can't separate, better be a phenomenal contested catch guy. What's that? Oh, that's right. He's the best contested catch guy in this class. Probably would have been the best contested catch guy in last year's class. I'm not worried. He's a former basketball player, smooth athlete. Receiver almost feels like it has to be the pick. I'm sure Atlanta probably would rather trade down, acquire more picks, and then probably take a receiver later on in the first round. But you're stuck here. You might as well go make that pick. Seattle Seahawks go with Ken McWanu. That's right. Don't force quarterback. You don't have to. But they have yet to re-sign, as he puts here, Dwayne Brown. They have also yet to bring back Brandon Shell. Tackle is an issue. Akem is a phenomenal fit. The New York Jets, Jermaine Johnson, phenomenal pick. I like this pick quite a lot. I think Johnson is a pro-ready prospect. I think the ceiling is a bit higher than what a lot of us anticipated. And I really think he goes top 10, dude. He's that good. Jermaine Johnson would be welcomed with arms wide open, as Creed once put. With arms wide open. All right, the Washington Commanders. They go Chris Olave. This is interesting, but hey, this dude is a quality number 2. I don't blame Washington for taking him here. I don't know if receivers fly off the board like this, but I'm sure they would welcome it quite a bit. I would love the pairing between him and Scary Terry. I think maybe you'd rather trade down, but again, Chris Olave, it's interesting. It's just interesting where teams may think he may or may not go. I think he's going to go a bit higher than a lot of people anticipate. So you're not really safe trading out of this pick, or at least trading down significantly out of this pick. So I love Chris Olave. I like the pick. I get why they make it here. Jameson Williams is also a guy that's probably I'm super high on Jameson Williams. The Minnesota Vikings go Trevon Waka, which it might be a bit puzzling. They have DJ Wonnum. They have Daniel Hunter. They have Zadarius Smith. But I think Trevon Walker is a guy with a bit of versatility to him. He's a bit unpolished as a pass rusher, but you know you're getting a very good run stuffer. You know you're getting a very good bull rusher. So a lot of this makes sense in my regard, or in my opinion. And Walker, high upside guy. I think he probably goes higher than this just because, again, upside's kind of crazy. I think Rashawn Gary went actually 12 to the Packers, which is probably the guy you're going to, at least when it comes to where you think Walker may go, that's probably a similar prospect to where, like, okay, this is not a polished prospect by any means, but super high upside dude. So they go with him here. Derek Stingley might be the guy, though, honestly, if I'm picking here. The Houston Texans go Charles Cross. I like it. Charles Cross is top 10 prospect to me. And you throw him on the right side there because it seems like they think Tyus Howard is going to be their left guard. They have no interest in moving him back to tackle. Laramie Tunzel looks like he's going to be staying there. So I am in on getting Davis Mills help with these first 2 picks. I would probably rather go tackle than receiver, but they go Kyle Hamilton. If that's the top guy on their board, then hey, go for it. The Baltimore Ravens, they get Tyler Linderbaum. So yeah, they need someone at center, and Linderbaum, I know a lot of people are afraid that this is like a zone-only center. He's a center-only prospect. He's a guy that you worry about being sub 300, that you might be like, oh, this guy is Garrett Bradbury. I think he's more Jason Kelsey. So let's get that out of the way real quick. I like the value here. I think this guy can be a mauler. He can fit this Ravens offense if they like him there. So yeah, I get it. This is kind of what the offense does. And we saw when that offensive line, when it had some question marks, when it had some injuries, that offensively this team struggled. The Philadelphia Eagles are bringing in Devin Lloyd with their first pick, which I know they brought in White, but let's be honest, like the guy, he's fine and all, but you're also, you want to look to upgrade, and I don't think White is going to stop me from not taking Devin Lloyd. So if they like Devin Lloyd, then go ahead and take him, boo-boo. You do you. This second pick's way more interesting as they take Kenyon Green. Because, listen, Kenyon Green, he may not have tested out great. Like, I would say he tested out above average for the guard position. He doesn't necessarily have the high upside that a lot of people really like, at least in terms of in terms of how he tested out athletically and physically. But this guy's tape is good. I think he's a guy that could play right tackle. He could play left guard, being his best spot in college. He could play right guard. He lists center here. He actually has never taken a snap at center. So, but they think he's capable. I get it. But this one's a bit rich for me. The Los Angeles Chargers go Nakobe Dean. Dean reminds of Jonathan Vilma. Oh boy, do you, baby, do you. So yeah, they lost out on Bobby Wagner. He went to the other LA team. That sucks. But I do get in linebacker. Jordan Davis is here, and honestly, he is kind of like, if he is here at 17, pencil him in. I'm taking him. But yeah, no, like I get in linebacker. They need more. They need players at linebacker. They need players. And Nakobe Dean, I get it. The size is a concern. People are kind of concerned with his athleticism, but this guy made so many plays away from the line of scrimmage, because a lot of people worry that a lot of his production was a result of just a dominant defensive line. But look at when he has made plays that weren't influenced by that defensive line, where you go to the Kentucky game, where it was him against 3 different blockers on a screenplay because everyone bit, and he made the play in the backfield. The pick 6, he lined up on the outside with the running back against Florida and took it to the house. This guy just is next level when it comes to how he reacts and just reads the field. So I don't mind that here. The New Orleans Saints go Trevor Pennant. Listen, Terron Armstead, he's not here. It makes sense that they go with him. I don't know how much they trust. Is it James Hurst, who's probably going to be penciled in left tackle? So if they go left tackle here, I get it. Philadelphia Eagles, I actually really like this pick. Trent McDuffie. I think he's a good scheme fit. A lot of people don't like him. They see him just as a slot. I'm kind of like, I don't subscribe to that. I think this guy's a special athlete, and the way he's just very good at how he processes the play, whether it's reading the quarterback or understanding what the receivers do, especially as the game goes on further. Just they're in this formation. This guy he's probably gonna do maybe a slant, or he gets route tendencies as the game gets longer. And then we see the second quarterback off the board, Malik Willis. Listen, he talked to Malik Willis's parents. That usually means you like a guy. Do they move up for him? I don't know. I know they got Mitch Trubisky, might be a bridge guy. I think Malik Willis, if he's available at 20 and I'm the Steelers, I'm probably going to take him. I'm not going to lie to y'all. So, yes, I like this pick. The New England Patriots take Andrew Booth. Bit interesting. Derek Stanley still on the board. Yeah, no, this is really interesting. Let's read what he says. So, they're starting Malcolm Butler and Jalen Mills on the outside. Woof. Both have great quick scheme flexibility. Malcolm Butler's very familiar with the scheme, but also he's another guy that probably is close to retirement. He almost retired a few years ago. Why Booth over Stanley? Stanley has played only 10 games over the past 2 seasons. His production over that time leaves a lot left to be desired. That's concerning, and I'm leaning towards Booth because I know what I'm getting for him. I think you also consider Kyer Elam at this point. But a lot of people really, really like Booth. I get it. I think he'd be higher on my board if we just got to see him participate in either the Combine or the Pro Day. But obviously injuries took him away from that. But honestly, this is where I start thinking about Booth around this 21 pick. But with Derek Stanley still on the board, man, it's so tough to pass up. But I get it that the Liz Frank surgery, or the Liz Frank injury, is probably quite a big concern. We might see a Caleb Farley fall from him. Jahan Dotson, next receiver off the board with Jameson Williams with Treylon Burks still available. So they get Dotson, who I think his floor is a high end number 2. I don't know if he has necessarily the size to be a true number 1, but I won't discount it. I like Jahan Dotson a lot. So and obviously the Packers need receiver. And then the Arizona Cardinals, David Ojabo, they're like, injury be darned. He might have to redshirt his rookie season, but let's go ahead get us a player, especially with Chandler Jones now gone. So yeah, I get that. Maybe George Karlaftis, because I think the Cardinals, I mean, you want to compete. Like, you were a playoff team. So like I feel like you want to get guys that can maybe at least make an impact in the first round now, you know? So that's interesting. Derek Stingley goes to the Cowboys. Hey, Cowboys, that's a steal if healthy, so. And then the Buffalo Bills go Kyler Gordon. This one's a bit of a reach because I think he's a bit of a project still at corner, but I do get it. That corner is kind of a big need at this point because you're kind of entrusting the outside to Dane Jackson. I don't know. Bringing in competition for him, I think, is like, yes, it's an easy, do it. But, like, I don't know if Kyler Gordon's that guy. Like, I might lean Kyer Elam here, who I think is more pro-ready. The Tennessee Titans go Treylon Burks. This is actually a good fit. A guy that can come in, play the slot, and just be that vertical threat with Woods, with Brown. Jordan Davis still on the board, becomes such a big steal here for the Bucks. You just can't ignore it. Pairing him up with Vita Vea, holy moly, that's scary. Zion Johnson going to the Packers. I like this one quite a bit. It'd be nice if there was a tackle here, just because I would love moving Jenkins back on the interior, but I mean, yeah, he's good enough to play tackle. So you get Zion Johnson. Then again, Zion Johnson's also a guy that I think can play tackle if you need him to. But yeah, no, I like them getting offensive line help. Get Aaron help. Kansas City Chiefs, Jameson Williams. Listen, the guy, he was doing warm-ups at the pro day for Alabama. That's freaking wild. That's insane to me. I think he might be ready by week 1, man. Says he won't be ready by week 1. I think he's a lot further ahead than people think. And adding him to that Kansas City offense is just scary, especially they just lost Tyreek Hill. Jameson Williams, man, rare stop-start ability, man. I like it. What's with their next pick? Arnold Ebiketie, okay, over a guy like Boye Mafe, man, I just brain fart. And George Karlaftis. Straight up, Ebiketie tested out better than probably what anyone expected. Coming from Temple, took the huge step up at Penn State. The huge step up in competition was like, yeah, I don't know why Temple didn't play me more. That's on them. But yeah, no, I like Ebiketie a lot. If he sneaks in the first round, I don't mind it. Roger McCreary going to the Bengals. This one I'm a bit indifferent about because on the interior there for the Bengals, isn't it Mike Hilton that they have? Yeah, he's playing for the Bengals. I knew it was Bengals or Browns. I just couldn't remember which. It's Troy Hill that's with the Browns. So I think, because I really think McCreary, he at least starts in the slot right away. I get getting competition for Eli Apple. I think that's huge. I don't know why he lists Chidobe Awuzie, because he was wonderful last year. But this feels a bit rich for me when it comes to Roger McCreary. I'll just say that. And then to end the draft, Detroit Lion fans, you're going to love this. Matt Corral, getting the 5th-year option is important for drafting a quarterback. The Ravens used that pick on Lamar Jackson. Well, Matt Corral ain't Lamar. But y'all know I'm a Sam Howell fan, but I get it. Matt Corral's pretty nice too. I think he's like 39 on my big board though. But I do understand. I do get the take a quarterback with 32. They don't have to, but I really wouldn't mind it. Because I'm sorry, I don't think I get Goff's under contract, but he's not the guy. I think if you have a shot at maybe getting that guy, then you go for it. So yeah, I kind of like this. This mock was super interesting, by the way. Let's go ahead and run through it real quick because We saw obviously the Derek Stanley fall was wow. Jameson Williams fall was huge. No Bernhard Raimann, which I get it. I feel like I'm the only one that's high on him. Boye Mafe didn't make an appearance. No Devontae Wyatt. Jordan Davis falling so far down is kind of ludicrous. It feels that way, but hey, the draft, man. Good players fall. That's how it goes. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. That's it for the video. Go ahead, do that YouTube thing. And as always, until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.